I want to talk about uh, a mistake I see a lot of people making when it comes to the Chargers and Challengers, which is buying a cold air intake. Now, in a lot of cases, people are actually making their car slower because the intake they're buying actually functions worse than the stock one. And in some cases, they're spending a lot of money and they're gaining no performance at all. When it comes to these cold air intakes, most likely you're paying for just looks. To me, that's kind of a waste of money. Now, if you look at the K&N air filter, cold air intake, there's nothing around it to block the heat from the engine compartment coming in. So this was actually run hotter than the stock air box. I'll go back. Oh no, they didn't show the price for this one. But if you look at this one, it's $350. This one also terrible. Engine is sucking a lot of heat, and you're paying $350 to make your car perform worse. Then you got the JLT. This one's a little bit better, but still, engine heat coming in right through here, sucking in nothing but engine heat. Paying $320 to make your car perform worse. The Air8, same thing as the JLT. Don't get me wrong, these intake boxes look nice, but without a ram air hood, they actually don't function. They function worse than the stock box. And with this one, you're spending almost $500 to make your car perform worse. Now the Mopar intake box. I got one of these, but I don't have it on my car right now. I took it off. Car actually ran better without having it on there. But if you get the, what is it? The red eye hood, which has the ram air intake, which connects to this box, and then you connect the snorkel right here, so you get the air from the radiator also. This will actually perform pretty good with that setup, but you need that setup in order for it to perform that good. Now I have one, but I didn't pay that price for it. I paid $150, bought it off the street. Now this one looks a little bit better, but guess what? You're paying $350 to basically perform the same as the stock one. So technically this is just paying for looks. Now I've seen a lot of people get this one, spending $519 to basically still perform the same as the stock box. So in my opinion, the best one to get if you're trying to upgrade your stock box is the Hellcat. Buy these two pieces right here, goes in front of it by the radiator, the snorkel piece, and then you buy the bottom half. So now you'll be getting air from right here and right here, and then drop in a K&N air filter, and you're good to go. And this box right here will outperform all those boxes I just showed you for a fraction of the cost. Now, as you can see, I already put the stock air box back in. Took out the Mopar one, put this one back in. The car actually performed better with this than the Mopar box. So once I get the red eye hood, then I'm gonna put the Mopar box back in so I can use the ram air scoop. Now with the stock air box, you can see it grabs air from the bottom out down there out of the engine compartment, so it's sucking in no heat. Now with the Hellcat air box, which is the same as this, gonna suck air from the same spot, plus it has a little snorkel hole that you can plug in the snorkel that runs through here towards the light in the front of the radiator and suck air from right here and from the bottom there. Now with all the cold air intakes on the market, none of them is going to beat that. They didn't even come close to it or perform worse. So why spend all that money unless you just like the look of it and you think that's worth $300 to $500. To me, it's not, especially for no gain. Now I know some people seen some of the intakes, they put them on the dyno and they show you that it made horsepower. I'll let you know right now, dyno numbers can be manipulated. They can literally tweak the dynos to where it'll read a little bit more horsepower and make you think that that shit actually performed better when it didn't. In the real world, it ain't performing any better. So I'll leave that up to you guys to make y'all decision on whether y'all want to upgrade or not. Well, actually, it's not really an upgrade, it's actually a downgrade. Let's get a little cold start going. Let's do a 0-60 with the stock airbox back on. See, it's about 49 degrees outside. Let's go. Not too bad. Now let's try that again because I eased into it. So now I'm just gonna floor it. Look like the stock airbox worked fine to me.